Jose La Vie, I've known you since high school, and like we go back.
Yeah,
We go back.
We go way back.
Tell me about like what kind of led you to being here. Like what led you into becoming an artist? Like how did you go the rapper route? Like you could have been a singer, you could have done finger painting, but you're like, fuck that, I want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
How did this come about?
I just loved hip hop ever since I was younger. I know that I was a devout follower of it since I was like 9, 10 years old. I would say that's when I first started hearing Biggie, Tupac, Wu-Tang. Really studying the classics. Even when I was growing up, going to 8th grade, 9th grade into Falls Church, I was listening to Rakim and all kinds of old school artists. And so I think hip hop was just ingrained in me ever since the very beginning. I enjoy all other genres, R&B and all that shit. But hip hop for sure is like my bread and butter, I would say, since I was younger.
Who like your favorite artists? Like who do you look up to?
Oh man.
Who inspires you to make music?
That's the thing. It fluctuates. I think I really like to. Obviously Biggie and Pac are like the two biggest influences. Like in terms of if you hear my music, I try to have the lyricism of Biggie mixed with the revolutionary kind of feel of Pac. Like I want to motivate you to feel something. So I think those would be my two major influences growing up.
All right. Now, we talked about what artists inspire you to make music. What else inspires you to make music outside of artists and stuff like that? Like, what stuff in your life inspires you to make music?
Man, just like all the past events of my life, especially within the last year, it's been a hectic year for me personally. So that only put more fuel to the fire. It really just got me going. And it really came to a head like around the summer where I started, releasing my own stuff, started kind of branching out a little bit, just kind of like letting myself vent because I had such a crazy year, So I think just a lot of personal events in my life is what got me to be here right now.
There's a lot of emotion in your music, and like you can tell because of stuff like you've been through.
Yeah.
By chance, do you want to like talk about some of the stuff you've been through?
Of course, yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say within the first couple months of the year, I had a lot of crazy shit happen. A pretty sour breakup, so to say, of a relationship, and then my father getting pancreatic cancer, and I think the mix of both really it motivated me to do music to let myself air out a little bit. Like I had so much pent up aggression and anger and all these thoughts that I couldn't really process. So without music, I don't know what I would have done those 2 times in my life.
It's like your therapy.
It was totally
my
therapy.
Dude.
Especially when my dad was in the hospital, going through cancer, and unfortunately he passed away, but he fought, and then I was fighting alongside with him, and making sure that the music was organic and really what I was feeling at that time,
It was your outlet.
It really was, and I'm always grateful for it, and I'm grateful for all the people like Ed and Dre, the members of the Chief Boys, like, yeah, without them, I don't know what I would have done, because they definitely also helped me grow up as an artist too. Just being able to kind of back and forth, throw ideas, it's just great. It's just a great chemistry we have as a group.